Alright guys, my name is Faints, and today I'm going to be going over something that I did forget about in the past, but I wanted to make a video about it in the past. I do know that, but somebody commented on it. His name is Psychotic. He commented on it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that." So that is mainly the reason why I'm making this video. Shout out to you. Thank you for rekindling this idea. But so yeah, what this video is going to be about is what moveset is better for Garchomp. Is it going to be Hone Claws, Dragon Rush, etc., or Swords Dance, Dragon Claw? So this one, I do know that it's not a frequently debated topic, but it is something that people do talk about. I know in my guild, at least, when we were first starting getting used to the whole Garchomp situation, we were kind of debating which one was better. Yeah, without or actually, let me say the categories first. So the first category is going to be the first move set, right? And the second one is going to be the second move set, and then the third one is going to be the type coverages. So the first one is going to be the Hone Claws Dragon Rush. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. Alright, so first one is going to be Hone Claws, Substitute, or whatever move that you want to use. I would suggest Substitute. And then Dragon Rush and Earthquake. So, pros to this one. Dragon Rush, higher base power with 100 rather than Dragon Rush with rather than Dragon Claw with the 80. Downside would be the 75% accuracy, but that is made up with the Hone Claws, which is a boost in attack and a boost in accuracy. So the boost in accuracy actually makes Dragon Rush a 100% accurate in this game. I don't know if that is the same with the actual games, but in this game it is different. It is 100%. I think everything is 100% accurate when it comes to like Stone Edge, Rock Slide, or like I guess 75% up at least. I don't know any moves that are less than 75% accurate. Maybe like Zap Cannon, but I haven't really tested that. But after that accuracy boost, you are good to go. You will not miss a single Dragon Rush. That is guaranteed. So Dragon Rush also has the flinch, if I did not say that. But the only problem with it is that it's situational. So when I say situational, I mean it is. Oh, man, my phone's ringing right now. Sorry if you guys can hear that. It's probably really faint if you can. Faint. You see what I did there? So the dragon. Shoot. So the Dragon Rush, as I said, is not 100% accurate. So when I say situational, I mean that in the very beginning, I start with my Garchomp, because if it's going to switch out, if it's a bad matchup, your opponent will most likely switch out, and you will have a free move to set up. So I will have the free opportunity to set up a Hone Claws, and then my next move will be 100% accurate. So that is what I mean by situational. If you are only going for a dragon type move and you do not need the risk to hit it or to miss, and you don't want to take that risk, then I would say that this set is probably not for you. That is as long as you don't want to take a turn to set up. If you are willing to take a turn to set up, I would definitely say go with the Hone Claws Dragon Rush combo. Just because of that flinch, it is. If you ever go up against a Dragonite on a one-on-one situation, like this is your last and his last, and he has full health and you have full health, the odds of you beating the Dragonite with Dragon Rush, in my opinion, will probably be higher if you have one Hone Claws and up already from the previous turn. So what I would do is I would Dragon Rush and hope for a flinch or a crit because of that multi-scale. You would not be able to get that with the Dragon Claw. And let's say even with it, if you are running the Dragon Claw and you are running Sword Stance, or if you have one Sword Stance up, you are still not going to take it out unless you have a crit on your side. So that is why I would go with the Dragon Rush rather than the Dragon Claw in this situation. The substitute, obviously, for the status protection, and then the Earthquake for the type, or for the other stab, which is going to do very many. Wow, it's going to do a lot of damage to any ground type, or touching the ground type Pokemon, like Pokemon that don't carry Levitate or are flying type. So I think that should be it for this move set. You've heard the pros and cons, but that is going to be it. So let's get to the next move set. All right, so the second move set for Garchomp is going to be the Sword Stance substitute, in my opinion, again. Dragon Claw and Earthquake. So, why would you use Sword Stance and Dragon Claw? So the pros would be Sword Stance gives you 2 attack boosts, and you don't have to worry about accuracy with the Dragon Claw. The 2 attack boost is actually is really good, especially if you use it more than once, because that on the second turn of Sword Stance, you already have 4 attack boosts, and when you use Hone Claws, you only have 2 attack boosts. So there's that pro right there. Then there is Dragon Claw, which is a strong physical type move that is 100% accurate, which gives you the leeway of knowing that you will never miss a shot, or you will never miss an attack, because it is 100% accurate. You don't need to worry about the accuracy, and you are already hitting very hard after 1 Sword Stance at least. You don't need to get a setup move before you use any of your moves, which is a pro right there. And then the only cons that I would see with this one would be the fact that Dragonite again is probably going to be my main differentiation between the two of them, because Dragonite has the multi-scale ability, and Dragon Claw, unless you get a crit, is most likely not going to take out a Dragonite after 1 Sword Stance. So the pro from this one, though, is that it does have the ability to take one out, because of the if you have more than 1 Sword Stance up, I would definitely say that you have a chance. I don't know if the Mega Dragonite gets a boost in its physical defense, but I do know that it's going to have a boost in health, and I don't know if you are going to be able to one-shot a Mega Dragonite with multi-scale. But if it's, let's say, a normal Dragonite, ST5, and let's say it's like purple +2, okay? Let's say that. Most likely a Sword Stance ×2 plus Dragon Claw will... I don't know if it will get... I would not guarantee you are going to take it out, but I would say that you are definitely going to get it in the red. I don't know... me personally, I have the physical attack down nature, unfortunately, on my Garchomp. So I think if you did have physical attack up, you would have a much higher chance, obviously, of taking that Dragonite out in one shot if you have 2 Sword Stances up. I would not take my word for this, but I don't think that you will... I think the odds are very, very low of you taking out a Dragonite one shot after 1 Sword Stance every single time. I don't see that personally. It doesn't happen against my whatever it's called, Dragonite. So I couldn't guarantee you that, but Yeah, I think that is going to be everything for this move set. I'm pretty much covered everything. Same thing about the substitute and earthquake from the previous section. But this next section is going to finish covering up the whole substitute deal with the type coverages. So that one is up next, and here we go. All right, so type coverage or substitute. Um, so the type coverage moves. Here we go. It would be Fire Fang, Crunch, Rock Slide slash Stone Edge, Brick Break, and a Poison Jab. So the options here: Fire Fang. This one, fire types are only super effective against ice types, grass types, and steel types. Steel types you won't have a problem with because of the earthquake, and then ice types you will. The only ice type that you will ever see would be a Regice, and even then, I don't know, maybe like one out of every 30 battles, maybe or plus, you will actually see a Regice. So um, I wouldn't be very worried about that. Then grass types. So the only grass types that you will most likely see would be Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, and then Mega Venusaur. So Mega Venusaur, Sleep Powder, Toxic, Leech Seed, all the statuses. Substitute takes care of that, no problem, easy. It's like even better because you have the opportunity to set up. So that's Venusaur taken care of. Sceptile will most likely outspeed you, but Mega Sceptile is weak to Dragon types, so you just hit him with whatever Dragon type move that you have, and he is dealt with. So then the next one we have would be Crunch. Crunch is strong against ghost types, psychic types. Psychic types, you're probably going to see Metagross mainly. Maybe a Gardevoir every once in a while, but not really. You'll rarely see one of those. You'll very rarely see a Gallade. And then the Latios and Latias, but those are both weak to Dragon types, so you won't have to deal with that. And then the Metagross weak to Steel, or weak to Ground type again. So that is that one taken care. Oh wait, Ghost types. So Gengar is really the only Ghost type you will ever see, other than Giratina, who is kind of rare to see because it's like a timed Utamon or a shoot, what's it called? Like you buy it. So so you will very very rarely see a whatever it's called, a Giratina. So Crunch is not suggested simply because Gengar will always outspeed you unless you are like a lot higher upgrade or you have a speed up nature. But even then, if you do have a speed nature, Gengar still outspeed me. So there is a problem there. And then Giratina, super effective hit with the Dragon type move of your choice. So let's see. The next one was Brick Break, I believe. Oh no, Rock Slide. So Rock Slide and Stone Edge. This one I would definitely consider. I personally started off with Hone Claws, Dragon Rush, Earthquake, and then Stone Edge because of the accuracy boost with the Hone Claws. So the Rock type move, I decided to switch out with Substitute because the Rock type moves will mainly be used for like an Articuno, Charizard Y, and Ho-Oh, which really once you get further into the game, you won't see many Charizards anymore. Ho-Oh is a rare occurrence, and then Articuno, you don't see Articuno whatsoever. I don't know if they're coming out with a Mega Articuno, but I'm not sure. I still don't expect people to be using it. So Then if you were just to use it on like a flying type, the flying type like Zapdos or Moltres, who would be 4 times effective by rock type move, but for flying types, you'll really a like a Swords Dance Dragon Claw or whatever Dragon type move that you use is going to hit it hard no matter what because it doesn't resist it if you have some form of setup on it. So I would probably stay with the substitute. Also, there's quite a lot of flying types that carry toxic. So I know Zapdos sometimes carries toxic. Mine personally does. Lugia always carries toxic, but if it has Ice Beam, I would definitely stay away from keeping a Garchomp in to that. Then there will be, I don't know. Sometimes Ho-Ohs run toxic. I don't really know too much about Ho-Oh. I don't really use him, or I've never seen anybody use him against me. But there are a few people in my guilds who have one. And then there is, yeah, that's pretty much it for flying types. Ice types, really, Regice is the only one you need to worry about. So if you have Rock Slide, then or Stone Edge, whatever, it'll be hitting hard against that ice type. But you really won't see any ice types in the first place. So then we got Brick Break. Okay, Steel type coverage, Dark type coverage, and what else? Ice types. I think that's it. Oh, rock types, etc. So rock types, steel types, earthquake, you're good to go. um, then you have dark types who you can hit easily with an earthquake or a dragon type move because it's not resisted. And then the other one that I said was ice types, which again I already talked about those. So the next one would be, which one did I say? Oh, Poison Jab. Poison Jab really is only good for fairy types, and in this game, fairy types are no longer, or they're not no longer a thing. They're not yet a thing. I know a new app is coming out soon. The time that I'm recording this, the new app is not out yet, or not that I know of at least. It shouldn't be, but fairy types are not yet in the game, so you can't get walled out by a fairy type, and so Poison Jab is not really needed. So that's pretty much everything that you need to know for type coverage. Then substitute, I mean, again, statuses, no problem. You don't take a status with that up, and then if you have like a speed down or something, then you can use your Miracle Berry to get rid of that first one, or to take that first status move, and then you'll have the substitute, and they won't be able to status you anymore. So that is a major thing. This is going very long. I can already tell this is going to be a very long video because I'm recording this last section first, which is the type coverages, and it's already 8 minutes long. So so yeah, I mean, substitute also gives you the opportunity to set up, and then also if you set up a substitute in the swap in, then you can just earthquake or whatever while they take you out of your substitute, and then if you outspeed, then you just deal some more damage and you are able to take them out that next turn. So if you run substitute, I would definitely suggest leftovers, but that is basically my whole argument against well, not against type coverage, but why I would use substitute personally instead of the type coverage. You could use the type coverage moves, but honestly, the pros, I think, of substitute are outweighed by the pros of each and every type coverage move. So that's going to be it, I think, for this video, because this is going to be the last portion of the 3 sections on Garchomp Moveset. So if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you are new. If you guys do want to see more of these analyzing different move sets or like comparing different things, definitely tell me. Drop a comment or something. It would be greatly appreciated. I do want to get your guys' opinion on everything. But other than that, that is going to be it. My name is Fains on behalf of Master Guild Server 39, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.